Okay, so this is the aquaponics system. This is the grow bed at the top. You can see I've got some rocket in here, some sugar snap peas and some basil that's doing very poorly. This is the auto siphon, which is actually just starting to go into its drain cycle at the moment. I'll show you that. Pretty hard to see down here. There's a drain coming out the bottom of the grow bed there. There we go. See that draining out. The grow bed slowly fills up over a period of about 10 minutes or so. Then when it gets to its full height, what happens is, I'll need to wait for it to finish draining before we can show you. Here we go. Okay, so it's fully drained now. Okay, there we go. What happens is, water gets to the top of that stem pipe height. Okay, then because of this bell cover sitting over the top, it creates a suction and it drains the whole thing out. One thing that I have done differently on mine that I haven't seen before is I've created a small hole in the bottom of the stem pipe. It's about 50 mil from the bottom. And what it does is it means that if the pump turns off, which it actually is set to do at night, and the tank is almost half full, it will actually still drain out even though the siphon won't function. So it's an auto siphon, but it'll run for 12 hours a day as opposed to running 24 hours a day. The hole's there, it won't actually, you can actually just see it starting to run there now. It's not large enough to stop the functioning of the siphon, but it is large enough to allow the thing to drain when the pump's not running. Okay, I'll put this back on. Okay, so I've got 10 comets down here. They're cheap, they're hardy. They've been in there for about a week. They seem to be thriving. They could actually work without a heater in these temperatures, but I have actually put a heater in there so that they'll actually feed a little bit more. Obviously there's no good having fish that are in there that aren't eating. You see this is where the pump's coming up from the back of the system. I'll just lift this up enough, this cover, to show you what's going on. Oh, it's taped down in there so I can't, hang on. So you can probably just see in there, a little pump that I bought on the internet. Cost me about $8 to come from China. A little water heater and 25 watt heater in there on the side as well. I also bought, again, I think cost me about $8. Okay, move that up. At the back here, the power, the heater runs 24 hours a day, but I've got another little timer that I bought there. As I said, that turns the pump off in the evening, partly just because I don't think it's necessary for it to run all day and for the plants to be getting watered at night, but also because I'm quite close here to a number of neighbours, and my bedroom's not far above the tank either, so I really don't want the 24-hour noise coming through. So that's about it. I'm pretty happy with it. It is just a little pilot system. I'm hoping it goes well. I have been testing the water and the ammonia levels are staying down and the nitrate levels are starting to build up, so I'm quite happy with how it's going. I might post another video in another few weeks' time so that you can see how it's progressing.